Hello everyone, I'm Kaylee West, and today I want to sit down and talk with you a little bit about metal music and the vast community surrounding it. Metal has rose and fell in the top charts for ages, with songs that everyone may know, but still seem to be shadowed by pop music. Despite metal, more specifically heavy metal, branching off from rock music, metal has grown out of many of its own branches and subgenres. I hope to take some time and discuss what it means to be a metalhead, what about metal draws us in, and what is so unique about the genre. What do you think of when you think of a metal fan? Is it someone dressed in spikes, dyed hair, or dark clothes? Are they aggressive or depict satanic imagery? Now, some of these may seem like sillier assumptions than others, but despite metal's long history and growth into the public's eye, it still has not shaken some misconceptions and stereotypes people have when looking at the music and its large fan base. I want to help clear up what is completely false and what holds some truth. The band Sabaton has a live chat where they stream their music to the fans, and many were kind enough to answer some questions. One responder was a man from Russia, Vyacheslav, or Slava. He shared that there tends to be association made between crime and metal. For some older generations, they considered that this is a terrible music of rebels and bandits. Although more alternative music can pull crowds of those branded rebels, being people who criticize societal issues, governmental authority, or those who don't mesh with the mainstream, this does not make metalheads any more likely to be criminals. Besides, there are plenty of bands who criticize governing actions while actively supporting soldiers in service, such as Five Finger Death Punch. In 2010, they did a tour in Iraq to perform for U.S. soldiers. There's also this idea that metal is aggressive and noisy. The music can have an intense sound, but that does not make the listeners aggressive, as observed by one interviewee, Carolina. She also mentioned that she's heard counter-stereotypes, or things that counteract our usual assumptions. Slava also mentioned that the current perception is more widely changing to a more neutral or positive view among younger generations. Personally, I find that metal can be calming at times, as even the aggressive sound can be a way to have the music vent your frustration or excess energy. In a similar lane, metal, especially certain bands or subgenres, are seen as demonic. As a whole, religion isn't a major factor within the metal scene. There are bands with a more demon aesthetic, but there's plenty of music not like that, including plenty of Christian or other religious metal bands. To see all of metal as satanic is an incomplete view of it, when the majority is not like that at all. In the end, it would come down to the performer's own beliefs and the audience's interpretations. There are also some physical aspects associated with metal fans. Although many dye their hair and wear spikes and black clothes that fit metal's common style, plenty don't. They could be more casual fans, it may not fit their style or work environment, or they might simply not want to spend the extra money to update their wardrobe with their music. That being said, many do dress this way and make the style unique to themselves. There's a certain image for what it means to be a metalhead, but the truth is, people from all walks of life can come together and enjoy their music. We've addressed some misconceptions, but what draws people to metal to begin with? For Per Sundstrom of Sabaton, he is introduced to the music by his neighbor, loving the attitude and energy that is unique from other music. During his interview within the issue 5 of Camouflage, he mentions that because heavy metal isn't as mainstream, it creates an amazing group of fans. In this community of fans are the interviewees referenced earlier. Ivan, a man from Argentina, and Carolina, a woman from France, joined Slava in taking the time to share how they felt about their experiences in the community. They're both active regulars and listeners like Slava to the Sabaton livestream. They both contested to the fact, at least for their experience within the Sabaton community, metal people have treated them the best and they have not experienced any issues. Carolina mentioned how Sabaton is unique to other bands, using their music to share knowledge and interesting stories from history with the world. Ivan shared similar thoughts, saying that many metal bands address complex topics that demand knowledge from the audience, drawing in intelligent people and those who love learning about cultures. Metal music has an incredibly vast number of subgenres, and its popularity spans nations. Because of this, there are so many ways musicians bring unique qualities and sounds to the music. You may have recognized this Mongolian band from their cover of Through the Never on Metallica's 30th anniversary rendition of their album Blacklist, or their work on the Grammy-winning score in the game Jedi Survivor. The Who combines heavy metal with throat singing and unique instruments such as the Mongolian guitar, horsehead fiddle, and the jaw harp. Sabaton found its niche in recounting military history through their albums. They even created a film on World War I utilizing their music that was shared in museums across the globe. One of their most popular albums, Carolus Rex, was released in both English and Swedish, highlighting the rise and fall of the Swedish Empire. Bloodywood, a folk metal band from India, blends both English and Hindi into their lyrics, and features Indian instruments creating their distinct sound. Their most streamed song, Gadar, provides political commentary to promote equality in the division between church and state. They don't stop at just addressing issues within their music. In the past, they've created prepaid counseling sessions for their fans and donated profits to help homeless animals. Baby Metal is an all-woman metal band from Japan that seamlessly combines J-pop with heavy metal. They are credited with the creation of kawaii metal or kawaii core. They've also collaborated with and been praised by a variety of other influential artists within the scene, leading people from all over to become avid fans. Outside of individual bands, there are tons of subgenres that can overlap with one another. One such genre is power metal, which is played by bands with a cool stage presence, theme, and/or niche. This is all just a drop in the ocean when it comes to how many unique features metal music can be made up of. Just as these band sounds can be extremely different from one another, metal fans are just as varied as the music itself. Many do not limit themselves to the metal genre and enjoy a variety of music outside of metal, including classical, folk, marches, and jazz music. Though by exploring other genres, metal musicians can further expand upon what makes a song stand apart and what makes it metal. I encourage both current metal fans and those of you who aren't yet to take some time to do your own research and find a unique band whose metal sound might be exactly what you enjoy.